Thor, Love and Thunder, directed by Taika Waititi, starring Chris Hemsworth. You got Natalie Portman back as Jane. You have Valkyrie in here. You have Korg. Man, I have thoughts. Okay, so I'm kind of half asleep here. It's about almost 1 a.m. I finally watched Thor. It's been a week since it's been released. I was a little late. I had been having a couple busy weeks, and I kind of forgot this was even out. I've been staying away much of social media, and even just kind of out of the loop a little bit. And yeah, I finally watched it, and I kind of wanted to come here and talk about it real quick. Okay. First of all, I loved Thor Ragnarok. I thought that was one of the best Marvel movies we've had. I love the insert of comedy into the Thor world, and I liked Thor in kind of the comedy spectrum a little bit, but still being Thor, still being balancing it well, if that makes sense. This movie has more of the comedy, more of Taika Waititi elevated to another level, and ultimately it's something that I just cannot connect with. I wanted to like this movie. I think I do find enjoyment with it, because there's moments that I did laugh, specifically with the goats. It's so stupid. It is really stupid that there were goats in here that would just scream. It's so stupid, but I laughed every single time. I don't know why. I just couldn't help it. But man, this movie had a great story in its hands. It had a great story as far as the whole Gore situation. Christian Bale, I thought, killed it. He did an amazing job as Gore, but they didn't flesh that out. And I feel like it was to a detriment to the film. It was definitely a detriment to the film. When he was on screen and it was dark and it was creepy, I really felt like that's when the movie, to me, shifted. And I'm like, man, I like this vibe. I liked the darkness that he's bringing. And then we go back to what's going on with Thor and, everybody else over here. And I just feel like it just wasn't mixed well. There was no real, sense of tone. I really wish it was more so the tone that Christian Bale and Gore had brought into this. It was darker. I wish we could have seen more. They call him Gore, the God Butcher, and I wish we could have seen that more. I don't feel like we did. So we could have really seen who Gore was, and because I don't really know much about him, but he looks menacing. The things he was doing was pretty menacing, but I wish I could have seen more. And so yeah, this really sounds like a negative review, and I think ultimately, yeah, I'm trying to find myself to say things positive about it. I think visually it's pretty good. There's a lot of cool visuals, especially towards the later half of the movie. There's certain scenes and battles that I thought just were really cool. Again, there's funny moments throughout, and I laughed, but it's more so laughing because, man, this is dumb, and I'm laughing. Yes, it's funny, but wow. It's almost like the Wayans brothers took this and decided to make a Marvel parody, just with Marvel people making the jokes. But yeah, ultimately, I find enjoyment in it. I don't hate that I wasted my time watching it, but it's just, yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a letdown. It was just too much of the silliness, too much of just laughing, and these jokes it felt cheesy at times. It felt really cheesy. Some of them didn't land at all. It felt really awkward in moments. But I did like the Thor and Jane kind of reconnection there. I really thought that they focused well on the relationship, kind of really fleshing it out a little bit more, because I really feel like their relationship in those last movies were just kind of out of nowhere. Not so much out of nowhere, just like, hey, you have two attractive people it's bound to happen. I feel like this one kind of made more. They fleshed it out a little bit better, especially with what she was going through and her character. So, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm half asleep already, but yeah, that's what I think of this movie. Really, I'm gonna give it a, my goodness, a 7 out of 10, 6.9 out of 10. I don't know if I can push it to 7. 6.9 out of 10. It's fine, but I know people are bashing Marvel right now, which I'm one of those people that's not. I don't think. I think we need to be a little bit patient with what Marvel's doing here. You know, much of Phase 1 and 2 were not bad movies, but there was movies that we were getting that weren't great necessarily. You know, Captain America 1, Thor 1 and 2, depending on which one you like better. Iron Man 2 was fine. Iron Man 3 was okay. You know what I mean? So, I mean, even Hulk was thrown in there. So, I don't know. I think Marvel's okay right now. I think they need to refocus, which I think they are. I think they're going to focus on what exactly is the next big story. But we do have to meet these new characters, and all these characters they're bringing in. I think they need to flesh it out, and I think it's fine. I think they just need to be patient. But it does feel like maybe some of the quality is taking a hit because of the amount of stuff they're pushing out. But again, I'm not too worried about it. Patience is a virtue. And I think I'm kind of leaning more on that. I think they'll be fine. I do think they missed maybe the Russo brothers a little bit. I thought their balance, if you go back and look at all the movies they've directed, the balance of humor and seriousness was pretty much perfect with them. You go back to Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. I thought they did a great job with all that. The combination of humor and the seriousness of what was going on. But yeah, that's my opinion in this. If you think it sucks, man, let me know. But appreciate you guys' support. Please keep watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe to me, please. If you want to follow my Instagram, my opinion sucks _. I'm trying to use Instagram. I'm trying not to use too much social media right now, but I've deleted my personal Instagram stuff, but my movie Instagram is still there. I'll be using it here and there. But yeah, that's my opinion, man. Let me know if it sucks. Thor, did you guys like it? Let me know. Peace.